You left your Secret Santa at the party, so I followed you. Hello?
Over here.
Oh, hey.
Shh, come with me. I'll explain later.
So you're saying you're spies?
Agent E, do you have the situation handled?
Yes. No choice now to activate him.
Activate me?
Awesome. Thank you all for arriving promptly at our secret meeting point for today's briefing. Obviously, you all viewed the message hidden in the candy cane you delivered to earlier today.
Yeah. Commander, as you can see, we had an unexpected development.
I think we can all see that, Agent E.
Commander, Frankie is a friend of mine from school, but I assure you, he is completely trustworthy.
Agent, this sounds like a conversation we should have in private, don't you think?
Commander, I got the invention for that. The super silent fruit muffs. Whoever wears them won't be able to hear a thing.
Why, thank you, Agent L. Are these made of fruit cake?
Yes, they are. Here you go.
He followed us here, so I sort of had to tell him we were undercover.
Agent E, you wouldn't want to compromise our whole season, would you? Christmas intelligence kids wouldn't be secret agents if you know they weren't secret.
Excuse me? Just a minute, please. We'll be with you in a moment.
I know, Commander. And Dad would never do anything to jeopardize the CIK.
Excuse me?
I've done the calculations, and there's a 97% probability that Frankie would be a great addition to the CIK. I had to knock off 3 points for his, well, slight tendency towards clumsiness.
You know I can still hear you, right?
Oh man, I was so sure these are gonna work. Maybe they need more walnuts. But the good news is they'll be good for months.
Agent L, now he knows more than what he got here.
I can fix that. The memory eraser. It'll make him forget everything.
Where is it?
I used it on myself, so I have no idea where it is, but I'll go look for it.
Agent E, I see I have no choice but to activate your friend. Your name?
Frankie.
Frankie, this year your codename will be Agent F. Welcome to the CIK.
So what next? Do I get to go on spy missions? Do I get my bad guys? Can I use karate? Hi-ya!
That won't be necessary. Please issue Agent F a hat. As you know, each of our agents' hats are equipped with communication devices in case we need to contact you.
Like a phone.
But it's a hat.
Can I have?
Cute.
I found it. I found the memory eraser. Just need to adjust the trigger.
Well, don't just stand there. Bring it here.
Bring what here?
Forget him. Let me explain, Agent F. We spend our free time every December searching for ways to bring Christmas cheer to the people who need it. And this time of year, there are a lot of them out there.
I gathered you all here for a reason. We have a new mission.
Ooh, I love a good mission.
Where's the memory eraser?
Memory eraser? There's no such thing. That does give me a good idea for a new invention. But I do have an invention for a starlit night like this.
Silent night.
A starlight night. Kids, why don't you explain to Agent F? I have an urgent mission from a high-profile client who has just retained our services. As you know, we usually like to fly under the radar and seek out our own Christmas missions. But this client was particularly convincing on the phone. She insisted on coming in to give us the details of the mission herself.
Who's in charge here?
I am. You must be Miss King. Agents, I'd like to introduce you all to Miss Harriet King.
The name's Harriet. Rhymes with parrot.
I'm sorry?
The name's Harriet, pronounced without the I. The I is silent.
Okay, so King Herod. Got it.
You say King Herod.
No, I said King, comma, Herod.
Well, it sounded like...
I know what it sounded like, but...
Can we get on with this?
Certainly, Miss King.
Is this a secure location? May I speak freely?
Why, yes. You may speak freely in front of all of my agents.
Agents? Why, these are just children.
Why, yes, but they are fully trained Christmas intelligence operatives.
They let children in the CIA?
Actually, we're the CIK, Christmas Intelligence Kids.
Oh, that's what I get for skimming the contract, I guess.
Now that the team has been assembled, why don't you go sit on the detail of the mission, Miss King?
Absolutely. Lately, I've noticed a lot of activity going on in one of the many properties I own in town. A local warehouse. A lot of shipments coming in and out of different shapes and sizes. Now, naturally, I try to stay out of the affairs of my tenants, but I like to know something illegal is going on.
Commander, my new invention
way, does it?
Not so far.
Agents E, L, and F. Assemble your supplies and meet at 2000 Bethlehem Way at 1700 hours.
Yes, my first mission.
Everyone else, dismissed. You know, Miss King, we usually only like to accept missions that involve bringing Christmas cheer to others. After we uncover the information you need, we'd really like to do something special for the people there. If you don't mind, of course.
Oh, well, that's your business, I suppose. I just need you to do your spy thing. I'll take care of the rest.
Understood. Miss King, Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry
Christmas?
Yes, that's the word. You see, it all started, so many years ago. When I was young, there was a toy store down the street. Can I get a little more myself in the monitor, please?
What?
Fancy toys.
Did you bring your own
That was
microphone?
me. Didn't have much, so I wrote a note to Santa, asking him for one thing, a bicycle with training wheels. And I waited, but the present never came. And that was the day I knew that Christmas and I were through. I don't like tinsel. I don't like eggnog, ornaments of mistletoe, wrapping paper, falling snow. I dislike elves. They're kind of creepy. Or boughs of holly, and I'm not too fond of people who are jolly. I mean, really? Ho, ho, ho. Who's not happy? I don't like Christmas cards. They annoy me. Just an email and reindeer. Well, they bore me, and carols make my head ache. So please don't sing them, and don't take this the wrong way. What's all the fuss about just one day? There's just no way to get around it. I don't like Christmas. You won't change my mind about it. I don't like Christmas. Everybody, I don't like Christmas. I expected a bigger response. That's okay, we'll get it next time.
You don't like Christmas? That's disgusting.
Believe it, sweetie. I don't like candy canes. They give me cavities. Or Christmas trees that aggravate my allergies. Nothing's coming forward, so please don't buy them. And don't take this the wrong way. What's all the fuss about just one day?
There's just no way to get around it.
I don't
You won't change my mind about it.
I don't like Christmas. Stop! Right here, hidden deep in the fine print, it clearly states no Christmas celebrations. And soon I'll have them through by me, and I can evict them for good. I really don't like Christmas.
Can you believe it's nearly time for our nativity play? Thank you all for working so hard to prepare for the community outreach tonight. Before we run the rehearsal, are there any questions?
Are we gonna have a snack today? Can we use real life sheep? Are you crazy? Who wants a snack on real life sheep?
Yes, there will be snack today, and no, we will not be using live sheep.
Oh, this isn't a question, but I heard the Crosby kids came down with the chicken pox.
Yes, I am aware that our wise men will not be joining us tonight, but God will provide. He always does.
So it looks like to do a Christmas play. Should we activate the Jingle Alert?
Not yet. We still don't know what's in those boxes.
savior.
The people who walked in darkness have seen a great light. On those living in a land of deep darkness, a light has dawned. Isaiah 9, verse 2.
The people that walk in the darkness of night, day so dark, seems crowded out the light.
In expectation, they waited in faith for hope for the future. A king to save. God with us, Emmanuel, Emmanuel, here with us. Emmanuel, Emmanuel, the miracle is now at last. Emmanuel, the Messiah came, bringing peace and hope. With mighty hands, raised us a baby boy, the hope for all land. Christ has come, Christ will come again. God with us, Emmanuel, Emmanuel, here with us. Emmanuel, Emmanuel, the miracle came down at last.
How are we gonna find out what's in all of these boxes?
I know we can use my exoskeleton. It can penetrate almost any material. Okay, you go be a distraction.
No problem. Agent F, this is what you call creating my diversion. Ouch! Oh no, I slipped on a candy cane.
Oh no, are you alright?
Yes, it's a diversion. I'm trying to turn into myself so that Agent Al can figure out what's going on with those packages.
Ah, nice. I mean, this is terrible. Can you walk? Are you alright? What happened?
I slipped on a candy cane.
How did a candy cane get on our stage?
I don't know, but I think my ankle is
The exoskeleton works. Mission accomplished.
feeling much better now.
Oh, thank goodness. Wise men, will you please help unload the boxes that have been arriving all week while the angels, shepherds, and sheep join me on stage? Let's start at the top of the scene with the angels.
And there were shepherds living down in the field nearby, keeping watch over their flock at night.
Let's stop for a minute. Shepherds, how should you be reacting right now?
Terrified.
I've seen you look terrified, and that's not it.
How about this?
That's not it either. How would you react if your dog ate your iPod? Yes, we're getting closer, but let's keep working on it.
So what did you find out? Did the exoskeleton work? Of course it did. When do my inventions not work? I take that back.
So, what was inside? Was it something dangerous and illegal?
Shoes.
Shoes? We can't activate the Juno alert until we have something more than shoes to report. Let's keep investigating.
Okay, Kat, we have our shepherds and angels. Let's think about the message that the angels brought to those ordinary shepherds long ago. They had been waiting as long as they could remember
expect an update from your agents. I'm anxious to continue my Christmas celebrations.
Don't worry, Miss King. I'm sure that we'll receive a transmission from them any minute now.
Excellent. In the meantime, I scheduled a manicure in the lounge while we wait.
Lounge? What lounge?
The tiny space around the corner?
My office?
Sure, sweetie.
Commander, why are we helping her?
What do you mean, Agent Tiny? She's our client. Of course we want to help her.
She doesn't like Christmas.
Why would you say something like that?
I heard her say it with my own ears. I heard her say if they were doing anything with Christmas, she would evict them. I don't know what that means, but it doesn't sound nice. It means kick them out.
Don't panic, everyone. We'll simply call them through their hats, telling them not to activate the jingle alert.
Update.
Where's she at?
I have an update, everyone.
We are excited to tell you that we have surpassed our goal and we are receiving packages in by the truckload. At this rate, we will be able to bless hundreds of families in our community.
I am proud of each one of you. Many of you have even sacrificed buying gifts for your own families to support this community project.
Bingo, I think we got what we need. The packages of Christmas goods for the community.
Okay, I'll activate the jingle alert.
Mission accomplished.
Okay, let's set for the manger scene. Narrator?
While they were there, the time came for the baby to be born.
Does anyone hear that noise? Where is that voice coming from?
I must have left my cell phone on.
We
Evite?
I think you mean evict.
That's what I said. She's trying to kick them out. We need to warn these people. If Miss King gets here, the whole Christmas event will be ruined.
All right, everyone, take your places for the scene with the wise men.
Miss Maple, we have an urgent matter to discuss.
Can we wait until after the final rehearsal? People are beginning to arrive outside, so we just have a few more.
Little celebration.
Ma'am, the doors actually won't be opening for another 10 minutes, but if you could just...
I've been watching you for weeks with these little packages going in and out. But I needed more. I needed real proof.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
Of course you don't. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Miss Herod King, and this is my building. What you fail to overlook is that on page 147, section 2, paragraph 4 of the rental agreement, it clearly states there's to be no celebrating Christmas on the premises.
Why, no. I was not aware of that.
Always reading fine print, dear.
Don't worry. The memory eraser will make her forget everything about not leaving Christmas.
Oh, how cute. A flashlight. What are you looking for? This? You left it in the lounge. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, you were in violation of the contract and are to be evicted, effective immediately.
Oh, no!
But what about the gifts?
What about the nativity?
Surely you understand, Miss King, that we have a huge event planned for the community tonight. Perhaps you could...
Make an exception? Why? Because it's Christmas? Not a chance. You have 10 minutes to leave the property or I'm calling the authorities.
Listen, we don't need a building to show God's love. Our community has been selflessly giving of their time and treasure all month, and I know that God will honor these treasures.
But how do you know?
The Bible says that God is in control and we can trust Him with all our hearts.
Mary and Joseph trusted God when they heard that he was searching baby Jesus. Mary believed that she had chosen him to give birth to a son, and she knew he would continue to take care of them.
Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the heavens, I will be exalted among the earth.
There are days you wake up and nothing's going your way. It's not always easy to simply trust and obey.
broken. Everything in the building belongs to me?
Well, just start again. This is just stuff. And true treasure isn't anything you can hold or touch.
That's right, Josiah. It sounds like people have begun arriving outside. Let's leave these packages here with Miss King. Our celebration of the birth of Christ will go on as scheduled, without the props, the set, and even the gifts.
Well, good. You're taking this a lot better than I expected.
But understand, you've been collecting this for months, and I won't be able to help the community like you.
God's timing is perfect, and we don't want to do anything that He's not directing. When it's time to give gifts, He will provide and make a way. Until then, we just need to be faithful and give ourselves to Him as a gift. Are we ready? Places, everyone!
Merry Christmas, everyone, and thank you all for coming. We have encountered a few obstacles today, but we're thrilled to have you to witness the greatest Christmas gift ever. The people who walked in darkness have seen a great light. On those living in a land of deep darkness, a light has dawned. For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders. He will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace.
So Joseph also went up from the town of Nazareth to Bethlehem with Mary, who was pledged to be married to him and was expecting a child.
She wrapped him in, while they were there, the time came for the baby to be born. She wrapped him in cloths and placed him in a manger because there was no room for them in the inn. After they
celebration, why would you be so nice to me?
God gave us the greatest gift at Christmas.
And that gift lives inside of us.
Giving our lives back to Him is our gift.
Tissue! I need a tissue! And a latte with 12 pumps of vanilla? Thank you, darling. I'm at a loss, I say. Never have I experienced such kindness when I've been so less than perfect. There's a slight chance I may have overreacted just a little.
When we give to others, we are imitating the actions of the greatest giver who gave the ultimate gift to us 2,000 years ago.
God coming down to earth to save His people.
Excellent. Well, thank you. Don't just stand there. Come on, we gotta give away all these presents to the people in the community who need it.
Miss Kay, do you want to go to pass out the gifts?
Only if I get to ride my new bicycle.
Do you know how to ride a bike?
No. How hard can it be?
Oh.
But first, I feel a song coming on. Can I have a spotlight follow me over here, please?
We're on it.
Thank you. Much better. I like this garden. I like its green and those jolly little bells. I like Esther, kind of sweet. I love those carols. So keep on singing. I just wanna stand and sing. Let's all celebrate Christmas Day. Just the way to get around it. I love Christmas. You won't change your mind about it. I love Christmas. I love Christmas. Everybody.
Can you join me in giving it up for We Three Spies? I don't know about you, but once every 365 days or so, it's really good for us to get to this stage of the year and be reminded afresh of the awesomeness of this season. And just before we recognize a few leaders, permit me just to share a brief word with you. When Jesus was preparing his disciples for his departure, in John chapter 14, he told them to let not their hearts be troubled. He says, you believe in me, believe also in God. Spoke about where he was going, what he was going to prepare for them. And then there was Philip who spoke up and he said, now, how do we know who the Father is? And Jesus had this answer. He says, if you have seen me, you have seen the Father. And because that's true, it tells us a number of things about Christmas. It tells us, first of all, that Jesus did not start his existence as a baby in the manger. As a matter of fact, in essence, the baby in the manger was God. It tells us that God always existed, and so was Jesus. But it tells us, most important of all, that at this specific point in history, approximately 2,000 years ago, God decided to leave his throne in heaven, come to planet Earth, clothe himself with humanity, for the express purpose so that you and I can find out the reason and the purpose for which we were created. To me, that's awesome. And because this is true, Christmas has to be the most amazing period of the year, because we're reminded at the end of every year that the most important gift that has ever been given is Jesus Christ. Yes. Miss King recognized that, and she started out by not liking Christmas and ended up recognizing, maybe there is something about this season